Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Taurus, September 29, 2022. Talking through problems can be helpful and satisfying today. Two heads are better than one today, particularly regarding research, work, or health matters. You might instead team up to handle a financial problem. However, aim to do what you can to relax and reflect with today's balsamic moon. It's better to let go and loosen up than wind yourself up. You can have some great thinking or communicating sessions now, but the picture is incomplete, and you should resist any pressure to put everything together. Allowing the pieces to unfold naturally will work more in your favor. Communication can help center you and relieve your mind about some of your troubles or concerns, especially related to health and work. Tomorrow's new moon can encourage fundamental changes in your relationships and the possibility of new beginnings. You're likely to be pulled in a new direction or towards a new, enlightened perspective in the coming days. Today, slow down, reminisce, and reflect. Today provides a brief break in astrology as there are no major transits or aspects. The moon is in peace-seeking Libra, which is illuminating your sector of work and routine. The lunar energy is perfect for bringing back balance to your professional and personal life. You may feel emotionally balanced, especially if your mind was racing with possibilities throughout the last few days. Now is the time to gather your thoughts to reflect. Consider today as a small but necessary mental break to get all of your ducks in a row at work. In her last full day in your financial sector, as has been the case during every other day in her 4-week visit, Venus is focused on the what rather than the when, where, and how. Venus has this luxury because there are planets following over the coming weeks that can turn her financial desires and expectations into reality. It might feel like blind faith, but as the planet of money, Venus can see what is around the corner. You sometimes deal with emotional turmoil by keeping it very much under wraps, and not really letting others see what you are feeling. It's like you are afraid things will only get worse if you let other people know how you really are right now. This approach stems from your survival instinct and can sometimes cause you unnecessary suffering. To circumvent this tendency, go for a workout when you are feeling blue. If you still feel blue afterwards, go ahead and spill your guts to a friend. Knowing that a parade of planets will pass through your financial sector over the next 2 months, including Venus making his first visit in nearly 2 years, allows Venus' last full day to be more about the what than the when, where, and how. In the meantime, the moon is making this an important day on both the job and relationship fronts, just as the focus is shifting from one to the other. The moon will start the day helping Mercury tie up loose ends on the job front before returning to focus on new beginnings on the relationship front. The moon not only returns to your relationship sector today, but to begin the lead up to a new moon that will create an opportunity for a fresh start. This will ensure you are emotionally engaged during Venus' early days in your relationship sector as Mercury, the planet of communication, approaches. This is the start of a pivotal few days on the relationship front. With the moon hovering over your responsible 6th house of wellness, daily rituals, and due diligence, you're likely preoccupied with emotional themes surrounding your state of mind and day-to-day lifestyle. Although, when considering Luna's proximity to savvy Mercury in this area of your chart, you could simultaneously be in the process of sorting out your priorities when it comes to your love life. This is especially true with your luscious planetary ruler, Venus, igniting your intimate 8th house of sex, shared resources, and soulmate connections. So, whether you're currently single or already romantically committed, chances are that you're ready to put in the work. The planetary energy gives your powers of observation a boost, while allowing you to notice with compassion what needs help. Have you been neglecting your exercise routine or diet lately? Has your self-image suffered from lack of self-care? You will notice things about yourself today, but the most important thing you can do is take action. There may be something symbolic you can do, such as buying a yoga mat or scheduling a massage, if possible, to commit to giving yourself greater care. Our eyes in the sky. Today has an eclectic energy that could feel both scattered and psychologically challenging at times. This morning's moon in Libra makes it a little easier for all of us to process. When Pluto squares the moon, those in relationships take a closer look at their commitments. This is going to mark a time where your mind is influenced by your own desires. Over the weeks ahead, you might wish for something to happen to the point of obsession. Remember that everyone is going to be feeling these same vibes, so you aren't alone. This energy can bring gains and losses. You might feel like you're unable to take any action at all, like you're stuck in place. It could seem as though your mind is a prison, but it's up to you to decide how to navigate through this minor storm. The reality is that as long as you have curiosity and creativity, you're unstoppable. It's only when you are hard on yourself that it feels like you're stuck in an emotional swamp. On the upside, this energy winds down when the moon enters Scorpio later in the day. In the morning, retrograde Mercury in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn, the second of 3 trines between these two planets. The first occurred on August 22nd, so look back to this date to make personal connections. This influence grants us a penetrative mind. We detect the hidden rationale subtly underpinning and guiding our interactions. We can even investigate occult principles or further define our astrological awareness. However, because Mercury is retrograde, it might be hard to communicate everything that is going on in our heads. While we're adept at working and reworking ideas at a conceptual level, something is bound to become lost in translation if we attempt to explain ourselves. This is perhaps the true intent of this transit, to determine when it is wise to reveal, versus when it is wise to keep silent. The final trine in this series, with Mercury in direct motion, will occur on October 6th. This week may bring some strange feelings from your past, or perhaps past lives. You could feel somehow boxed in or forced toward a certain conclusion. Aspects affecting your employment sector mean that you need to focus more attention here to make your work meaningful and lucrative. Mid-morning, the Libra moon squares off with Pluto, provoking power struggles. Perhaps we want to share a secret, but it would be purely for our own gain. Our inclination to form relationships based on gossip could be to curry favor or gain a tactical advantage. What we're really battling with now is our own perceived lack of agency. Once we become aware that fear is steering our choices, we can start to take back our power. The moon enters its void of course following this aspect's perfection, suggesting we use this time for introspection and keeping our mouths shut.